So it's been 10 years already and I'm still vegan. And why am I still vegan? Well, because I am actually vegan for the voiceless. I am vegan for the animals. I am against animal cruelty and I don't believe that there is such a thing as humane. It's the most ridiculous thing that I've ever heard. There is no way to humanely kill somebody who doesn't want to die. Okay, we don't need to eat all these carcasses, all these bovine secretions, and all these hens periods. It's simply not what our bodies are designed for. We are closely related to primates who primarily eat fruit, and our very long digestive tract is a proof that we need fruits and vegetables, not meat. Carnivores like lions, they have short digestive tracts to process meat quickly so it wouldn't rotten in their bodies. Our teeth are designed for biting into fruit and nuts, not for tearing flesh apart. And we don't even have claws. We don't have claws, we don't have the right teeth, and we are really disgusted. Well, most of the people, they are disgusted by raw meat. And this is why we cook it and we season it with all the blends to disguise all this natural taste. So think about it. We don't take kids to slaughterhouses for fun, right? But we do take them for apple picking, strawberry picking, peach picking, all these beautiful fruits. Everybody enjoys. The kids enjoy, we enjoy, everybody's happy. Nobody would ever want to take a kid to the slaughterhouse, right? And yes, of course, we need some greens too, not just fruit, but we don't need so many greens because we are not herbivores, okay? We cannot process so many greens, just greens. We need some greens and majority should be fruit. So when you eat ripe fruit, it's already good to go. There is no seasoning or cooking needed. It's delicious. It's already been prepared by nature with all the sunlight and rain and soil. It smells inviting and it's just perfect for us. So please do not fear of natural sugars in fruit. They are really good for you and they're not gonna harm your health. And in fact, they will actually boost your health. Now, I grew up in Siberia and we used to go strawberry picking. We used to go wild strawberry picking. It was completely untouched by humans. So they were the most wild strawberries that you can get. And I still remember how unbelievably sweet they were. These tiny little berries, they don't look like this. The size of the strawberry doesn't look like this. It was very tiny, like the size of the nail, maybe very tiny, but they were full of so much aroma and sweetness. They did not taste bitter or anything like this. If people say that the fruit is not really common, so sweet in nature, then how come these wild strawberries in Siberia wilderness, how come they are so sweet? They were so delicious, guys. Oh my god, I miss those strawberries for sure. So if anyone tells you that fruit was never as sweet in the wild, they clearly haven't tasted the real fruit. And I also want to add that no matter what diet you follow, incorporating more fruit into your life will benefit your health for sure. On the other hand, eating dead animals doesn't make you feel alive, and it only deteriorates your health, and it forces all these innocent animals to experience the unimaginable suffering. So just try and replace your meat with plant-based options like beans, lentils, tofu, nuts, seeds, and enjoy all this incredible variety available. You will feel the difference. I promise you will feel the difference. And a fully raw, fruit-based diet is incredibly healing, but even if you don't go 100% raw, you can still be a healthy vegan. You can follow something like raw till 4 diet, high fruit intake with some healthy cooked meals. It's delicious and it's satiating and it's cruelty-free. So the less harm we cause, the less harm we experience. Did you know that eating the suffering of animals brings those negative energies into our own bodies? All those fears, all those horrible emotions that animals experienced before slaughter or during their lifetime, all of this is still stored in their bodies, and when we consume this kind of energy, becomes our energy, and we become angrier, we become less happy, and we don't know why we're so depressed. So try and ditch meat and you will see that you will become much happier. I remember when I switched to a vegan lifestyle, I felt so much happier, more peaceful, and just less stress. I did notice that I wasn't as aggressive when I was driving, and I really felt more at peace with myself and others, even when they didn't share the same beliefs. I just feel completely different. And also I've noticed in relationships, I don't get as mad when there is an argument or something happening. I'm not as angry. Before I would really fight. I would really fight. I would be really upset for a long time after that, but right now I feel so much better. Obviously, I do stress out a little bit, but not on the same scale as I used to. So also about my health, when I ate animal products, I remember that when I went to the doctor and we checked my blood, and my cholesterol was actually really high, and I was about 24 years old only. And at that age, my cholesterol was high. I didn't look unhealthy. I wasn't overweight. Everything looked good. But my blood work was really alarming considering my age especially. So I really don't know where I would be right now if I hadn't made a change to my diet. Probably on some sort of prescription medication like most people, I guess. So I chose not to follow the crowd. I became the weirdo. So during that time when I got those blood results, I started thinking about shifting and changing my diet, but I wasn't still going vegan yet. I was just trying to get more healthier options in my diet, but there were still occasional pizzas and burgers and all the junk, and my blood didn't really improve a lot. So during those 10 years from 24 to 34, I was really trying and experimenting, and I was also trying to follow Lent, Russian Orthodox Lent. So where you basically have to not fast, it's not fast, I wouldn't call it fasting, but for like 40 days at least a year before Easter, you would have to follow a really strict diet. Basically vegan diet, high raw vegan. Let's just call it that way. I've noticed how much better I started feeling after those 40 days. But then I kept on going back. I kept on going back to the animal products, and I kept on doing everything I was doing before. But I was leaning towards more and more incorporating this kind of Lent diet, so-called. And I started realizing that, what am I doing? Maybe I shouldn't eat that particular way. Maybe I should actually start changing my diet. And at the time, I remember I was researching this topic intensively, and I found Butenko family. I believe she actually invented the green smoothie. Unfortunately, she's not vegan anymore. But she was actually the one who kind of helped me realize what I'm doing with my diet. She was, at that time, she was kind of the reason why I started really rethinking my whole diet, and why I started looking into more raw fruits and vegetables. But once again, I wasn't doing raw. I started to kind of eliminate more and more animal products. And I was just going through this 10 years of all kinds of diet changes. But I didn't go vegan, completely vegan, until I watched the movie Earthlings. And after watching that movie, I couldn't eat a piece of meat ever again. So it's been 10 years already, and I haven't had a piece of meat. I'm not drinking any milk. I'm not eating any butter. I'm not eating any cheese. I'm not eating any eggs, and I'm fine. And some people say that my hair might not be that great, but you know what? My hair was never great, actually. I guess I was born with this kind of genetics. All the women in my family, and nobody, by the way, was vegan at all, even remotely. So all the women in my family, nobody really had great hair, unfortunately. Sometimes, it could be genetics too. It's not just the food. So I don't think I would ever go eat eggs and stuff like this just because my hair is not so great. So anyway, like I said, I choose not to follow the crowd, and I became that weirdo who went against all this norm. And I'm okay with that. And I'm here to share everything that I've learned, hoping to help somebody make the right change. So go vegan for the animals and eat plants for your health. And no, it won't keep you alive forever, I know, but it will keep you thriving. And more importantly, it will help free all these animals from all this horrible suffering. It's 2025 already. It's veganuary right now. Just get rid of all these products of torture and get a healthier and happier life this year. So I hope you go vegan, and I wish you all the best and stay healthy.